Good evening, everyone. We've arrived here in the United States of America at the Huertec Raceway Laguna Seca, or is it still known in the mods Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca, because that's what it said on the graphics yesterday. But it's still it's the Huertec Raceway Laguna Seca. I am your commentator for the day, Robert Ionescu, and this time I'm not joined by any. Just kidding. I'm joined by Rahul Patel. Say hello, Rahul.
Hello, everyone.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
That's great. We've arrived here after a weird qualifying session yesterday, where it started dry but got wet, even though the sun was still shining bright. We had lots of spins at turn one, and once Right, sorry about that. I forgot I had the stream on, so I heard myself. But yeah, in the chaotic conditions, Rian Campana took pole position at home, the American driver, and he managed to steal it from Benz Waldinger, who only went out once in the dry conditions instead of twice like everyone else. But yeah, that was the qualifying. It was pretty exciting. Today for the race, we could have a championship decider. Maxim Titkov is the championship leader from his park and Laura Chung, but it's unlikely for Titkov to win. So if you could please put the criteria on the screen, if you don't mind, Flo. All right.
Okay.
As you can see, guys, the criteria is pretty simple in theory, but it's gonna be difficult for Titkov to achieve. If he wants to be world champion today, he has to win the race. If he wins, he needs Parchki to finish 10 for lower and Chang to finish outside the podium. But if he wins with the fastest lap, he needs Parchki 9 for lower and Chang third or lower. Either way, with Maxim Titkov not starting inside the top 5, it's gonna be a pretty difficult task, but never say never. We could have a championship decider today, so yeah, we got this. We got a lot of drivers who still have a mathematical chance, but many of them are sure to drop out after today. I think we might have a three-way fight heading into the finale between Chang, Parachki, and Titkov. Maybe Chris Chatfield, who's starting 4th on the grid, can join it as well. And speaking of the grid, let's go to the grid.
Yeah.
Liam Campana is on pole position. He took it by a very narrow margin from Benz Waldinger. David Kupak was in 3rd. It must be pretty frustrated because he had a great lap in the dry. He was 1.5 tenths up on Benz Waldinger, but he got impeded in the 3rd sector by Isaac Fisher, I believe. And that cost him a chance at pole. Like I said earlier, Chris Chatfield, the man 4th in the championship, is P4 on the grid.
Yeah. Followed by Chuck McCarthy in 5th place, Alessandro Tomaselli in 6th, Thomas Bennett in 7th, and Laura Chung in 8th.
Yep, that's right. And in P9, we got the Dams car of Andrea Federi, followed by his Dams teammate Dennis Parachki. And behind Parachki is his closest championship rival. In front of him, Maxim Titkov, and the only driver in front of him in the championship. He's behind him on the grid. Henry Watson is behind Titkov in P12.
Yeah. And then we have Max Skillen in 13th, Daniel Adventure in 14th, Bruno De Barros in 15th, and Thomas Anderson in 16th.
Yes, that's right. Jared Fosbury is in P17. He won in America last season. If he wants to do it again, he's going to have quite a challenge. But never say never. David Suarez is in P18. Juan Mingoin is P19 for the Carlin in front of Isaac for sure. And the last two drivers on the grid.
They are Fanos Velokis and Blind Zoga.
Yes, that's right. Thank you, guys. And that was the grid. Let's get going with the weather conditions. Is it going to be mixed race action? No, it's going to be bone dry. It was unlikely for us to have a wet session. It's crazy that we had it in Ali, but now we're going to have full bone dry and the sun shining brightly over in the Mojave Desert. So here we go. We're going to be racing at Laguna Seca just a little bit. Just wait for the game to load. And we're going to have Campana on pole position. Waldinger will be attacking him on the run to the Andretti hairpin. Waldinger on the inside. Campana in front on the outside. Who's gonna lead into Andretti? 47 laps of action in front of the drivers. The lights are going on, and when they go out, we'll be racing. And we're racing! Campana gets away, well, a little bumpy though at the start there. But Campana is clear of trouble, at least so far. And they're under a fast kink at turn 1. Can Waldinger try anything, or is he too far back? It looks like he's too far back. Yeah, Campana holds on to the lead. Pretty much going in single file so far. It's a very weird start. Maybe the bump of the line had something to do with it. McLaren Campana is leading. He has 27 laps of fuel. That's quite a lot. Chris Sheffield is getting overtaken. I think he's lost 2 places already.
Yeah, and we've had a clean start at the moment.
So far, yeah. But Varlinger is looking to put a pressure on Lin Campana. Attacking very hard into 6 and onto the Rahal straight, which I jokingly called the Rahul straight. And there's a crash! Watson and I believe Skillen! They're both out, and that's a massive crash with turn 6. Henry Watson. Oh my goodness me, side-by-side action. It's taken out both of them, Watson and Skillen. 2 British drivers, even though Skillen races under the Scottish flag. They're both out. Let's see again what happened.
Yeah, they're both side by side.
Skillen closed the door, I think.
They managed to touch, and someone lost the front wing as well because they debris.
Yeah, that's right. But the very opportunistic move, but he was side by side going into the corner. Skillen didn't leave him any space. And as a result, both of them have to bite the literal dust. And as they end up in the sand dunes.
Yeah.
Wheels chopped off, and into the sand they go. I'm just glad they're okay, because that was a big impact for Henry Watson.
Yeah.
Car broken completely. And yeah, you can see, not a good race for Henry Watson. It's already over. Haven't even gone to the corkscrew yet. Another look. Skillen left them absolutely almost no space, really.
Yeah.
I think it's my 70-30. I can see both drivers had something to do with it, but it was mostly Skillen's fault. The boss is lucky not to take any damage, but I think Adventure is the one who took damage. Let's see.
No. Is it the Arden? Behind, I think you got damage. No.
Oh,
yep. So
it's the MP Motorsport.
Sure.
Yep. Yeah, it's Isaac for sure. Was he just not? The wheel hit his front wing off. Oh my god, that was dangerous. And the Carlins behind, lucky they didn't get collected.
Yeah.
Into the corkscrew they go, and for sure is dropping back a lot. Yellow flag for match of sector 2. The first lap is over, and Lin Campana leads. Orchang up to P9. I think down to P9.
Yep, Perezki up to 10th.
Yep. Here comes Benz Wallinger. Is gonna have a go. Wallinger and Campana are fueled heavier than the guys behind them, I feel.
Yeah.
Also, hello everyone in the chat. Good to see you. Tell me how you're doing, and I'm really happy to be here with you guys today.
So Wallinger tried it. On Campana, he can't make the mistake.
David Kupok's fueled a little lighter than him. He's gonna have a go. The only double winner of the season. Can he be the only triple winner? He has to pass these guys for that. Into the corkscrew, Benz Wallinger. Surely not.
Yep, he couldn't do it there.
Sticking very close.
Tickle.
He's overtaken Chang in the corkscrew. That's incredible. Let's see again. A very good run onto the Rahal straight. And trying to defend the inside, but then Titkov made a switchback. And last of the late breakers, really. Maxim Titkov takes the place.
McCarthy closing in on Kupok once again.
Yeah, right. McCarthy's trying to put pressure on these guys as well. And don't forget Tomaselli. They have a big fight for the lead. Wallinger under pressure from Kupok, but he's not trying anything into Andretti just yet.
Yeah. Oh, Tomaselli's got up to 4th.
What a brilliant overtake! McCarthy pretty much napping on the exit of Andretti. Had some terrible traction, and Alessandro Tomaselli took full advantage of that.
Yeah.
Brilliant stuff. Now David Kupok. When we were at Manicure, I feel we might not see overtakes here, but we're seeing overtakes galore. We've seen more overtakes in 2 laps than we've seen in the entire Manicure race, I've got to say. And speaking of overtakes, Laura Chang is under pressure, Brother Barros is under pressure. Into turn 6 they go. to the corkscrew. And Cupac, ooh, big lockup for Tomaselli. McCarthy very lucky to avoid him.
Yeah.
Osprey is still there.
Yeah.
Capara's pulled up a little gap, I think. To the last corner, McCarthy. He put that pressure on Tomaselli. Trying to get that place back. He lost at the start of the lap. Fastest lap for Link Campana, just as we suspected.
That happened. Very close.
Tomaselli going a little slow, but McCarthy had to slow down as well.
Yeah.
This is helping Chatfield get closer. These guys overtook him at the start of the race, remember?
Yeah. And Federi's right there as well.
Yeah, the dark horse of the last few races. He led for most of the way in Spa, and then he finished on the podium in both Malaysia and France. Can he get another good result today? Maxim Tekov is in 8th place meanwhile, or 9th place. 9th place, I think. Wallinger very close to Marco Campana. He's gonna try to put down some pressure on him. The ball stuck behind Parachki. Trying to find a way past him.
Yeah.
Zolga's gained a lot of places so far. Not bad at all. Let's see Chatfield. Something happened there in the rainy curve. But they had a very good run out of it, but just not close enough to take full advantage of that.
Yep, unfortunately.
Did the guy stopping into turn 11?
Fosbury's out, I think.
There is the yellow flag in the corkscrew. Yeah, it's Fosbury. He's crashed. Oh, he's had a puncture.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What's happened to him there? I mean, we know it's happened, but this gotta be super scary. Getting a puncture right in the corkscrew. And Jared Fosbury's not gonna be winning the US Grand Prix 2 years in a row because he's out. But oh my goodness, must have been scary. Not as scary as what Lance Stroll had in real life last Sunday, but still, Jared Fosbury's out of this race.
Yeah. Yep, Varniger had a little look, but he couldn't get by. Keeper's right there as well.
No, not yet. But he's putting the pressure on. He's eating the pressure for breakfast right now. Look up at the Valdiger is in the lead.
He's got him around the outside.
Good move there. Let's see again. Into 5, Benz Waldinger. Masterful overtake around the outside. Found so much more grip. Capata had a lock up there. It means Benz Waldinger is the new race leader.
Yeah.
And this is some good stuff.
Indeed.
And Bennett racing behind Chatfield.
Could he get him?
Into the corkscrew. Has he got Tomaselli? Yes.
Yes. He does.
Great stuff there. Now got a battle between the Carlins. Here goes Verkas on Gwen Huanmin. Fails to overtake him in the corkscrew.
Yeah.
Ben Swalliger has already pulled out a little bit of a gap. Good news for him, but Campana could be fighting back if he can hold off Cupac first. 2 seconds already.
Yeah. And now Cupac will get him.
On the exit, good stuff there. Now Cupac up in the second place. Then Campana loses 2 places in the space of a single lap. Or less than a lap. How about Zolga? Tried to overtake Suarez there at the exit of 2, but he couldn't make it. Andrea Federi into 5. Get into the Wallinger move. No, he can't. Maxim Tekov also trying to put pressure on Bennett.
Yeah.
Tomaselli and McCarthy are still battling each other. Enter the corkscrew for round 3. Tomaselli.
No, he couldn't.
Not this time.
And he's got him. He's got Chatfield.
P6 for the Italian.
And Thomas Anderson's got him. De Barros.
Ah, unlucky P13 for the Brazilian. Adventure also passed Suarez, I believe, or stayed in front of him. Goes so much closer to Bennett, now he'll have a chance. Wallinger fastest lap, he's already squeaking away into the distance a little bit maybe.
And he did set the fastest lap with that as well.
Titko not close enough exactly to take advantage on Bennett. But Bennett is the one trying to attack here.
But Titkov
Next
has
to
a good run.
Titkov. Free. Titkov stays behind. Here comes our Chung. She needs to gain some points back on Titkov, and to do that, she needs to overtake him. And Parachki is there as well, the free championship contenders. All racing each other on track for position. And here goes Parachki. Not quite.
Very close.
Totally. Now Bennett trying to get Chatfield. He's been stuck behind for quite a while. Because he's been able to pull away from these guys. Chatfield lacking in pace at the moment.
She couldn't do it.
He's still there.
Yeah, Chunk's lost out to Parachki.
Rainy curve. Yeah, Parachki's got her. Great stuff there. Great battle between the championship rivals. She tried to go for the outside, the corkscrew, and it cost her into the next corners.
Yeah.
The Cardinals are still fighting, and it's a big lockup for Hwang Min Nguyen.
Can Bennett get Chatfield this time?
He's holding up quite a train, I have to say.
Yeah.
He's been dropping places ever since the start. But I'm sure he got some special strategy or something.
Could he go for it?
Did that defending Chris strategy, he won a race. Into 5.
Yep. Suarez got adventure as well for 14th.
Chung gets dropped back quite a lot. McCarthy trying to get past Campana. And this thing is quite exciting. Round out the corkscrew. At the end of the Rahal straight, here we go.
And with the barrels, he's also got the Thomas Anderson.
And holding on to the position. And she manages to outshine the bars in a will-to-will fight there. But she lost a lot of time. Still, she defends the position this lap. Look at the leaders. Kupak is gaining on Valdengar. Gap was 1.6, now it's 1.3.
Yeah.
They might have a fight for the lead still.
Yep, now Zolga's up to 15th. As you can see in the leaderboard.
Good stuff. Now Lincoln Pada is under pressure from Chuck McCarthy. And Bennett still stuck behind Chatfield.
Oh, crash! Oh, Lord Chung!
Oh, there's a big crash with Lord Chung! She's been spun around!
And she's out. She is out of this
Lost her
race.
wheel! And this is terrible news for her. Oh my goodness me. Lord Chung is down. What happened to her? The Barros. Must have been the Barros.
Yeah, it was.
And it was. Sliced her wheel off pretty much.
Yep, and the Barros will have to pit.
Lord Chung was 16 points behind Maxim Titkov heading into this race. So Titkov finishes with some good points. It might be Chung's championship might be over.
Yeah.
As it stands, she will still be in the fight because Titkov is in a lowly points position. But she's gonna need an amazing result at Brazil if she wants to win. And Titkov, something's happened to Titkov as well. He's lost some. No, he didn't lose any places, but still. Parachki almost had him there. Let's see again what happened.
Yeah.
Bennett closed the door. He squeezed Titkov. That allowed Parachki to have a run. But Titkov held up his line into a corkscrew and stayed in front of his closest championship rival. Remember, it's
here.
Yeah. Remember, it's 7 points between these two drivers in the championship right now. Chatfield, if it stays like this, he won't be I think Chatfield will still be in the championship fight if he stays in front of these guys, I believe.
Yeah.
Campana under pressure from 2 cars now, Tomaselli, and also, I believe, Federi, that is? No, it's McCarthy, but Federi might be joining them pretty soon, too.
Oh,
Turn 5, then Campana getting swamped by both cars.
Yeah. Nearly a free wide moment there, but...
Lincoln Pan is struggling for pace, I think, at the moment. Jack McCarthy must be pretty frustrated. He's stuck behind the American and Tomaselli. On the outside, of course, these guys have been battling all race long, and Tomaselli, very good effort, but he didn't get him.
And Federi's right behind now.
Yeah, you're right. This fight is getting even more intense. This is one hell of a race, and we're not even a third of the way through yet.
And
Here goes Bennett. Is this the time when he gets him? It is! And Parechki's also got Titkov. Could be big news for the championship, but they both have to deal with Chatfield, don't forget.
Yeah.
Now the battle of the Italians, Federi versus Tomaselli. Wallinger says the fastest lap, increased the lead to Kupak a little bit. Campana is so far behind. Federi is not trying anything, but he might have a good exit out of Andretti hairpin.
Nope,
Not good enough. Parchi needs to get past Chatfield quickly, otherwise Titkov will still be hanging with him. Interesting lines there. Titkov still right behind Parachki. This is terrible news for Laura Chang, that crash. She needs to hope that these two guys in front of her in the championship pick up as few points as possible if she wants to still win the title.
Yeah.
In Brazil. Federi moving a lot behind Tomaselli. Now Campana has been able to defend 1.6 between the leaders. Wallinger is faster than Kupak, but Kupak trying to keep him honest somewhat. There goes David Suarez and Maxim Titkov. Backs out of it.
Thomas Anderson and Blind Zorgo right there as well.
Yeah. This little group has shattered a little bit because it's now just Campana against McCarthy. The Italians behind them are a little further back. They've been holding each other up.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, you can see that amazing MotoGP banner. It's quite the stuff, I have to say. And yeah, Campana defending P3. He wants to finish on the podium, but he's not going to have an easy time. He needs to keep these guys behind him. First up, Chuck McCarthy. 1.7 pretty much between the two leaders, meanwhile.
Now Parachki couldn't get Chatfield there.
Not quite. He'll have another chance. Remember, Chris Chatfield still has a championship chance, but Maxim Titkov passes him. I think that chance may be over.
Yeah.
Voyokas is pulled away from his teammate, I believe.
Yeah.
And the Chatfield train is keeping Ernest Parashki behind. Needs to be careful. Out of turn 11 they go. .5 between Waldinger and Kupak meanwhile. But here comes Ernest Parashki into the Andretti hairpin. He's gonna brake hard. Is he gonna get Chatfield? No, he's not. Staying behind nicely. This is helping Maxim Titkov even more. Now here goes the battle for third. For fifth. McCarthy trying something. It's not working though. Needs to be very brave in the corkscrew. Campana's holding on. He's gonna put a squeeze on him, trying to defend, and it worked.
Yeah.
It's Parashki now. Staying put into turn 6, onto the rail straight now, up the hill. Going down to the corkscrew, one of the most difficult corners in the world.
Yeah, he's ahead.
And he's got him.
Locked up.
Big lockup for Chris Chatfield there. Lucky he still made the corner.
Yeah.
Well, between the front two, but let's look at the ball for third. McCarthy attacking in Campana. Where is he gonna get him, if at all? Federi is stuck behind Tomaselli. He knows he can have a third podium in a row if he passes the three guys in front of him.
Yeah.
The longer Campana keeps McCarthy behind, the better it is for both Tomaselli and Federi. But that might not be very long because Chuck McCarthy is everywhere in his mirrors. He goes left, he goes right, and his defenders look... oh, sorry, this isn't the Bruno Fernandez chant. But here goes Chuck McCarthy. He might be getting his own chant because he's up into P3. Finally overtaking Campana at the corkscrew. And the American driver out of the podium now.
Now Titkov.
Here he goes, the Russian time driver. We're calling the attacking Russian. It's a big lockup. Didn't work this time. He makes the corner though, but still, it's a nasty lockup. He'll be lucky to flat spot the tires or anything. But yeah, Maxim Titkov. Anderson almost ran to the back of Suarez there. Oh my goodness. Had to
Now
take some
very
big
close.
evasive action here. The heat definitely getting to the drivers, and especially getting to their tires.
Yeah.
Not water because he's caught up to Daniel Venture. He's gonna get him.
Federi
Already been caught up by
Yeah.
the racing engineering and by the dams.
Yeah.
And the Federi is there. And that's Tomaselli behind him, Campana. And McCarthy, I don't even see him. He's pulled away that much already.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I can see him now, yes.
Just about.
How long will it take Tomaselli to overtake Campana? How long can the Campo stay in front of the corkscrew? Didn't have to do much defending there. That's someone who might have to do a lot of defending. It's Chris Shatfield because Maxim Titkov is all over the back of him, the Russian. He failed to pass last lap, but will he pass this lap? No.
Had to back out.
Yeah, Chatfield put a little bit of a squeeze there, and Titkov didn't want to take the risk.
Yep.
McCarthy with the fastest lap. He's showing some incredible pace. I think he must regret being stuck behind Campana for all that time. But maybe he can get himself involved into a fight for the win. Just maybe.
Oh, very close. Very close.
So they didn't get the best of exits. Federic, you guys take advantage. I didn't have the space to try anything.
Now Titkov. Very close again.
Joe said he thought there wouldn't be much overtaking here. Guess he was wrong. I had the same opinion, Joe. I'm glad we were wrong about that. But the Andrea Federi is trying to overtake Tomaselli into 6. He had to back out there, and it's big lockup for the Campana is gone. Oh my goodness. The corkscrew, very, very difficult corner to get right. And it's not the first time someone pros. What a slide and what a recovery from Campana. Could have ended very nasty for the home driver.
Yeah.
Power sliding isn't the fastest way, even through this corner. But still, had to do something nice there for the fans. I think Campana's holding on to P4, but these two guys are putting a heap of pressure on him.
Indeed.
Lap 17, we've passed the third one third of the race mark. Italian drivers are still battling each other, Federi and Tomaselli, Tomaselli and Federi. And Anderson has failed to overtake David Suarez, has been passed by David Suarez actually.
Yeah.
I agree, great save indeed from Campana.
Yeah.
Puck is 1.2 behind Wallinger. McCarthy is 8 seconds behind them. Watch out for McCarthy because he's the fastest car on track. Himself involved in that fight for the race win. Thomas Anderson, they're in 12th place, has got Zolga behind him. Zolga has gained a lot of places after starting in last.
Campana's now struggling a lot.
He's going for the inside line.
For lockup.
Federi had to avoid him there.
Yep.
Titkov still stuck in 10th place. I'm sure he's getting angry behind Chris Shatfield. Now Thomas Anderson. His fight with David Suarez continues. And Zolga will try to take advantage too. Second exactly almost between the leaders, meanwhile. You gotta keep an eye out on McCarthy too, because his pace is a real threat. Could have a three-way fight for the victory. And now we have a three-way fight for P4.
Yep,
McCarthy's already pulled 7 seconds on Campana. His pace is absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
It's a long race, so I have no doubt he can get himself involved in that fight. Now let's focus on the fight going on right now.
Yeah,
Campana versus Tomaselli. Very bad exit, very bad run to the Rahal straight. Tomaselli didn't even have to wait for the braking zone, he's gone through. Campana definitely struggling. Tire wear, maybe getting to him.
Yeah.
had a very bad run and he got overtaken. Now he's gonna have to do with Andrea Federi. We know him as a current driver who doesn't take prisoners. Federi is pretty good at overtaking. He showed it at Spa, and I'm sure he's wanting to show it again.
Yep, McCarthy with another fastest lap.
107.9! Unbelievable pace from McCarthy.
Yeah.
You know, all these fastest laps give me the idea that the overcut is the worst strategy.
Yeah.
This might be.
And Kipok is right behind Valdinger.
Yeah, 0.6 of a second. We could be getting a fight.
Yeah.
Valdinger was faster in the early stages of the race, but clearly not anymore.
And also
You should consider Laguna Seca for the 2021 calendar, but the white cars won't help. Yeah, I agree. The white cars are a curse. Here goes Maxim Titkov into 5. Nothing just yet. He wants to speculate something. A place where Sheffield can make a mistake.
yeah.
The 6 they go. Still holding on. The Brit doesn't have pace today, but he has defensive skills. And he's keeping. McCarthy's in! McCarthy's into the pits already. It's really been going light on his fuel load.
Yeah.
Might backfire for him because he might lose out to the overcut from the leaders. Explains why he was doing faster lap after fastest lap. But I'm sure he's not going to do that anymore. In the second stint. 8.8. He rejoins in P8. What a surprise. Actually, he rejoins P8.
Yeah.
Now the battle for P4, and that's Thomas Bennett who's caught up to these guys. The current position number 5, out of turn 5. On the run up to 6. Make a mistake this time. But Federi's there. Doesn't try anything yet though. And Thomas Bennett's getting much closer. We got some more pit calls going around.
Yeah, indeed.
The pits might skew this race, the results and everything.
Yeah, Karachki in the pits.
Yes, the man second in the championship. The newest race winner in GP2 is now making his pit stop. His teammate's in front of him, but at least he's in front of his championship rival, and he'll be hoping to stay in front of him, even if Titkov is gonna get a little overcut.
Yeah, Anderson.
He's not gonna get any sort. You know, Titkov's not gonna get any sort of jump if he's stuck behind Chris Chatfield. He has to overtake him quickly.
Yeah.
Parashki. Is that McCarthy or is it Isaac for sure? I think it's Isaac for sure. Voyakas and Anderson and the Bars also in the pit lane.
Federi, he is gonna pit as well.
Yeah, very close to collision there.
Yeah, we may see a pit stop battle between Bennett and Federi.
Yeah, but Federi should be saying goodbye to company. It's I think he's saying, I'm gonna box, it's not my problem, it's Bennett's problem. Actually, Bennett is pitting as well. And the same idea as Federi, which means Campana has been left alone, really. Which of the pit crews is gonna be superior? Dams or Arden? Here they go, both are pitting, and this is a strange pit lane. Not modeled to 100% right, but as long as it's there, as long as we got the mechanics and stuff, who's gonna be in front? Bennett or Federi? Federi. Bennett had to wait a little bit, actually.
Yeah.
They gained on McCarthy, if at all. That's for sure, not McCarthy.
And there's
But Parashki. It's gonna be close between him and Bennett, but Bennett stays in front. Even with a little hold up in the pits. Just in front of Daniel of Hangmin Nguyen there. But the Vietnamese driver has low fuel, and the Federi has high fuel, so I'm sure Nguyen was gonna try to pass. Benz Valdinger is in. This leader hands it over to Kupok. Push now, give it Valdinger time. the next few laps if he doesn't want to risk getting jumped by the German.
Yep, and
Suarez is overtaking Titkov. The attacking
Yeah.
Russian under pressure right now is going to be caught up by his teammate Valenzuela as well.
Yeah.
Going as long as you can work out, but your tires will be in bad shape. Ken Wallinger gets some clean air when he joins. Campana's in front of him there.
Yep, right in front.
He's lucky that Federi and Bennett pitted, because if they didn't pit, he'd be right there in the scrap with them. And that'll cost him time. It's vital. Much clean air as possible.
Right, damage for sure. Oh no.
What's going on there?
He's
Isaac for
hitting
sure
it
is
now.
taking.
He's hitting it.
Let's
Oh,
see.
yeah.
It's Huang Min Nguyen on the way to the pit lane. Yeah. Oh
And
my
Min
god.
didn't get
For
damaged.
sure wasn't gonna pit, but the AI is behaving weird on the pit lane. Isaac for sure loses some parts of his front wing and has to pit 2 laps earlier than scheduled. And Min had a big lockup in the pit lane. Lucky he didn't crash into the wall there. But yeah, he makes it to the pit safely. Still, for sure, very unlucky. He's gonna get a new front wing. But he will go to the end of the race, I assume.
It's not too bad for
Yeah.
so it's like
Yeah, I know, that's what I said, but it still has to do with a slightly longer pit stop, unfortunately. But at least he didn't have to drive the whole lap at that front wing. Still, Isaac for sure rejoins in P18 at the moment. Which I believe is last place, but the other drivers are yet to pit. Federi is getting held up by Adventure.
Tomaselli in the pits.
Tomaselli, will he be in front of Federi? That new Adventure could be pivotal to helping him out. Adventure is not pitting, so Tomaselli will be in the mix with these guys, with Adventure and Federi, and most importantly with Federi.
Should be ahead.
There goes Chatfield.
Where is Suarez? Yep, Suarez is just behind.
Yeah, Tomaselli is in front of Federi's lost so much time. Stuck behind Adventure, unbelievable.
Yeah, lots of time lost there. As
David Kipak has lapped to the town of Vodrikas.
and he's also gonna pit this lap as well.
Yeah, could be a critical lap for the race win because Benz Waldinger is pushing hard. Needs to make sure he doesn't get held up too much by Lin Campana though. But this fight between Kipak and Waldinger is for the win. They were right. They were in each other's gearbox pretty much before the pit stops. And where are they going to be after pit stops? Federi is behind on Adventure. That's where he is. Zolga's going to be pitting at the end this lap. The Hungarian. Slowing down. And I believe Suarez in at pits as well. Tomaselli almost had to jam on the brakes in the middle of the straight to avoid David Suarez. It's a very strange pit lane.
Yeah.
Titkov might have a chance to overtake Tomaselli.
Yeah.
The Italian has recently pitted. I don't think Maxim Titkov cares. He has a championship lead he wants to defend. Suarez being serviced as well as Chatfield. Will the Brit get jumped by these guys behind him? No.
Oh,
Ooh, Suarez slowing down. He's held up Zolga quite a lot. The Russian time, I don't think he did anything in the wrong there. Suarez was just parked on the fast lane.
yeah.
And David Kipak is into the race leader. He led for a lap while Waldinger was in now, or for like 2 laps. Is he gonna be leading at the end of the pit stop phases? Benz Waldinger is caught up to Campana almost. Kupak's been exited the pit box now. It's gonna be close. Who's gonna be in front, Waldinger or Kupak? Here they go. Campana might be in front of Kupak, but Waldinger, I think he will be behind.
Is Kupak ahead? He's ahead of the pair of them, or is he? Yes, he is.
Here goes Lin Campana though. Yeah, he's in front. Impressive stop by Lin Campana. Could screw things up a little bit for him. He could throw a spanner in the works. The Venture pits. If
Yeah.
Campana can overtake Kupok, Valdigar will be right back into the fray. Because Campana is going to be pitting at the end of this lap. Don't forget. Adventure is pitted. We passed the halfway mark a few laps ago, by the way. And this is definitely a very exciting race to commentate on. Now Adventure being serviced. He's behind Zolga and Suarez. And Vodrokas, that is.
Yep,
Campana pits, and he's holding Vallinger up. That's surely giving David Kupok the win. They even touched. Now Kupok is the favorite for the race win. Surely. He's in front of Vallinger and he'll have fresher tires on his car.
Yeah. So he's in the pits.
Yeah, Leon Campana may have just cursed Ben Vallinger. He'll have the fresher tires out of anyone. But maybe he could put a charge for the podium. Campana, will he be in front of Federi? I think he might.
Took off pits.
Yeah, he's gonna drop out of the points at this rate, I think. Anderson's coming through right now. And Anderson is ahead. 6.9 second, very quick stop for Titkov. But he'll be attacking in the second stint. He wants to beat Parachki. But first he's gonna have to deal with Chris Chatfield? Is that Chatfield? It is! Oh my god, Titkov. He wanted to stay out long to jump Chatfield, but it didn't work out. He's behind him. He's gonna have to work all over again.
Yeah,
Parachki racing against Bennett.
7th place.
Titkov's currently out of the points, so every point, every position Enes Parachki can gain will be crucial for the championship.
Not crucial.
If Parachki goes into P6, he'll be leading the championship. If Titkov stays outside the points, of course. The gap was 7 points heading into this race, and P6 is 8 points, so you know what that means. And Sparchki knows what it means as well. He's got the guy to line up Thomas Bennett for a pass. Into Andretti going wide.
He's still behind once again, but
Bennett in a damn sandwich. It's Federi and Parachki.
yeah.
They lost out a lot in the pit stop phases. Lost out to Tomaselli particularly. And to Lin Campana as well. Now Bennett is under attack from Parachki. Into a corkscrew, squeezes him, and Parachki is gonna have to stay behind for a little longer.
It's right there.
Yep, that's right. Now Isaac Fishor
In the back of mid.
is in last place, but he wants to change that. Run to the corkscrew. Can't change that right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it is odd that Gipum's gonna get his third win.
Yeah,
He's
indeed.
not in the title fight. I mean, he
Crazy.
has such bad luck
He's-
as well. after
Before the
race.
pit stops, the gap was under a second. Now, it's over 5 seconds. And Valdinger only stayed out 2 laps less than David Kupok. So that's
Yeah.
the overcut is absolutely insane. Of course, Campana helped in that too, but David Kupok looks like he will be winning this race.
Yep, we only have 18 laps to go.
Yeah, Kupok has 52 points. That means his record so far is win 10th place, win 10th place. So yeah, because he didn't have the consistency to win the championship fight. But if he wins today, he's 100% guaranteed to end the season as the driver with most wins out of anyone. If only he...
Parachki.
Kupok is great at winning races, but unfortunately for him, he can't get many other good results because every time he's finished in the points, it was P1 or P10. Like I said, nothing else. Needs to work on his consistency for next season. I'll be a title contender for sure. As Andrea Federi is fighting Thomas Bennett.
Yep, the Barros is right behind them as well.
Yes, that's right. Maxim Titkov fighting Chris Chatfield has been stuck behind him for so long, and he needs to push. He has pressure tires,
Oh, the Barros really
and he
fitting.
desperately needs to pick up some points. They could swing the championship all the way to Nitz Pachki, or maybe even to Lord Chung, or to Chris Chatfield.
Yeah. The Barros will be fitting it again.
Actually, I think no. Chatfield won't be out of the championship fight if neither he's 30 points behind the bar spits. He's 30 points behind Titkov. So if Chatfield gets
Titkov's
bowl,
ahead. Yep, Titkov's ahead, so that's not good for Chatfield.
has he got him?
Yep, he's got him.
Yes, he has. How did he do it at the corkscrew? And I think he's saying, B-Pick finally. Maxim Titkov is up into P11. As I was saying earlier, heading into this race, the gap between these two guys was 30 points. So if Chatfield wins the race in Brazil, gets pole, and the fastest lap, well, he'd get 31 points. So he's still in the title fight. But now that Maxim Titkov moves up into the points, Chatfield's chances are hanging on by a thread, I have to say. He'll be 31 points behind Titkov, assuming Titkov remains in the lead. And that means Chris Chatfield will have the tiniest outside chance to win the title in Brazil. But of course, it's still possible. And speaking of Brazil, the Brazilian Brother Barros has rejoined the circuit in P16, stayed out the longest of anyone. 31 laps on those tires, unbelievable. Thanos Wojciech is having a good race. He's behind Chris Chatfield. Wojciech started P19 or P20, I believe. Chatfield's there at P4, and now they're battling into the corkscrew on the Rahal straight and into the corkscrew, now overtaking here.
Did he put him on points? Yeah. That's what Rob
Look how
said.
much Titkov has gained on Chatfield in a single lap. The Russian
Yeah.
clearly has some pace, and he has 15 laps left to use it.
Quite a lot of pace right
Well,
there
just
for
over
Titkov.
15 laps.
Will he be able
Yeah.
to gain another position? If he gains another position, Chatfield's out the title fight.
Kupok leads by 8 seconds. He's been masking his pace in the first stint, but now he's absolutely destroying Benz Waldinger. Waldinger might even have to worry about McCarthy closing in on him.
Yeah.
Adventure holding on to P15 in front of the Barros. But the Barros hasn't had a good race. He took out Laura Chung. And ever since then, hasn't really done much. He was in contention for the points earlier, but not anymore. He's stuck behind Daniel Adventure. He has to overtake him.
Yeah, both traders have had a terrible race, just falling backwards.
Yeah. As it stands, we'll have a freeway showdown heading into the final race. Chung is still safe. Of course, she's gonna have to do a lot of work to win the title in Brazil, but she finished second there last season. So I'm confident she can win the title. Barachka can win the title. Titkov can win the title. Even Chatfield can win the title if the points stay as it is right now.
Yeah.
But of course, there's a big possibility that Chatfield might drop out of the title fight on Tuesday, on qualifying day. We don't know yet, but anyway, we have to wait for this race to finish, and there's a big engine failure for Kupok. Oh no! Oh my goodness! Now David Kupok, he was gonna win 3 races this season, but now he doesn't get his third win because his engine has gone absolutely kaput. And oh my goodness me, this is heartbreaking. And Benz Waldinger has been granted the win back once again. Oh my goodness, no. Absolute heartbreak.
That is
David
not how
Kupok
you
did
want to
such
be
an
doing like
incredible
that.
job today. But he's gonna walk home with 0 points. He could have had 3 race wins, while no one else even has 2. But now David Kupok is out of the US Grand Prix, and oh my god, you have to feel for this guy.
Yeah.
He had a puncture at Silverstone, but he still managed to win. Or not puncture, maybe just a problem, but still.
Yeah.
Now, he's out of this race through no fault of his own. And David Kupok is not going to become a 3-time winner unless he wins in Brazil. And oh my goodness me, you've got to feel bad for him. David
Too
Kupok
late
is
for
not
him.
going to win the US Grand Prix. And oh my god, this is heartbreaking. Oh no, no. I can't
Yeah.
believe this. Rapax, the team that won the championship last season, this time they're not going to win in America. And yeah, David Kupok, absolute shocker. With 14 laps to go, the race leader is out, which means Wallinger, who's been leading the entire race ever since he overtook Campana, is leading once again. He goes through. And Vance Wallinger is now the favorite to win this race once again. Oh my god, David Kupok was doing so well. He pulled such a gap to Wallinger so quickly. But now he's going to get absolutely nothing. He's out of this race.
Yeah.
But tell you,
for him.
but the fight for the win isn't over yet, because tell you what, like a lap ago, the gap between Wallinger and McCarthy was like 8 seconds. Now it's 6 seconds. So we could still have a fight for the win between the Hungarian and the Irishman.
Yep,
So keep an eye on Chuck McCarthy.
Yep.
Yes, and his Prajk and Maxim Titkov have both gained a place as a result of Kupok's shocking retirement.
Yeah. We're very close.
The Barros fighting adventure. Obviously, both moved up a place. I'm sure that Barros wants to gain another. I mean, Gwyn is in P16, still holding up from Isaac for sure in the battle for last place. A battle no one wants to be having, but a battle that someone inevitably will have. Isaac for sure is desperate to overtake. Big lockup for the Vietnamese driver. Manages to control that car window and keep it on the road.
And Joe goes up to 10th. He's got past Chatfield.
Yeah, that's right. Wait, when did Titkov overtake him? I think I could have sworn Zolga was in front of his teammate.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Take a
Oh.
look. Yep.
Oh no, he was behind.
Yeah, Titkov was just already ahead, but yeah.
Yeah, Maxim Titkov is into the points anyway.
Yep. So
And now
that means
Tanas Vodokas is putting pressure on Chris Chatfield.
Yeah, that means Chatfield will be out the title fight.
Actually, no. You'll
I
be
think so.
on countback, I
Or is
think.
it?
If Titkov gets one more point, Chatfield will be
Yeah.
out of it. But if the gap is 31 points, I don't know what the countback is like, but Chatfield has a win, Titkov has a win, so Chatfield wins in Brazil. He can't take the title if the points add up. But anyway, if it's 31 points between Chatfield and P1, he'll stay in the title fight by a tiniest thread. 6.3 between the leaders. Watch for Jack McCarthy because he can still win this race.
Yeah, the gap will be 32 points between Chatfield and the Titkov, so yeah,
32.
Chatfield will be out of the
Oh yes,
title
Titkov
fight.
goes into P9.
Yeah.
I forgot about Kupok retiring for a
That's
second.
fine.
But yeah,
Chatfield
as it
will be
stands, we'll have a
out.
freeway showdown in Brazil. That's quite a classic, if you remember. We
Yeah.
had in GP2 last season as well. That epic fight between Laura Chang, Xavi Perez, and Rodrigo
This will be
Gomez.
close.
Yeah. Tanas Vodokas on the Ace of Andretti fails to overtake Chatfield. I was talking about, it was a big fight between Xavi Perez, who came on into Brazil as a favorite, I believe. Laura Chang and Rodrigo Gomez. No, Rodrigo Gomez started as the championship leader, sorry, in that race. And he managed to win the title by 1 point from Laura Chang. Perez could have won, but he had a terrible race in Brazil. And that venture has been overtaken by the Barros.
Another lockup for him.
But as it stands, we're set for another classic in Brazil. Freeway fight. Just like real life F1 2007. Or many, many times in the OC, especially the 2007 there as well, I believe. We had an amazing fight between Jiri Mata, Joseph Willows, and Will Neller, I believe. Which, of
Yeah.
course, Jiri Mata came out victorious in after a crazy 2007 Brazilian GP. Or was it 2008?
It was
One of those two anyway.
2007, I can remember.
Alright. Still 6.3 between the leaders, so McCarthy needs to find some extra gears. Close that gap down to Wallinger as quickly as he can.
Yeah. There's for sure right behind Min. As the leader's gonna lap them about. He's getting close to lap them, but yeah.
Looks like it, and they might be impeding Valinger quite a lot.
Yep, there he is, right behind.
Benz Valinger did some good overtaking on Lin Campana in this race, but now he's gonna be the one who has to deal with the defending because Jack McCarthy is coming after him.
Yeah.
5.9. McCarthy is still in this fight. So don't rule him out. Don't count him out. Brother Barros racing Davi Suarez now. It's a battle of the Brazilian drivers. They're stuck behind Vodjocas and Chatfield as well. And just you wait till the leaders catch them. Valinger puts it up on Juan Nguyen. Has to fight him a little bit though. But yeah, Benz Valinger will be losing time. Chuck McCarthy, there he is. He's gonna be lapping his teammate Isaac for sure soon, I believe.
Yeah.
I think this is totally a crazy race though. Very, very exciting. Kunaseika did not disappoint at all, I'd say.
Yeah. It's 4.9 now, the gap.
Chad McCarthy gaining a lot, maybe partially to the traffic as well. You cannot deny he's gaining. And in the final 10 laps of this race, Benz Valinger might have a fight on his hands. Keyword might. He'll still be able to win without a battle, but I'm sure everyone wants to see a fight for the win, no matter who does it. McCarthy, let's not forget, he had an epic fight with Bruno Barros in Bahrain for the victory. Even though the Barros had a penalty, and Chatfield has the lockup now, even though the Barros had a 5-second penalty, they battled to the line. McCarthy would have won anyway because the Barros had that penalty. But still, it was under a tenth of a second back then to McCarthy and the Barros, not counting the penalty. Chuck McCarthy has tasted GP2 victory before in the deserts of Bahrain. Can he taste victory again in the deserts of California? Benz Valinger is determined to stop him. And we got 8 laps to go. Find out what happens in this crazy race.
Yep, McCarthy's right behind. Catching up to these two, so yeah.
I think MP Motorsport will be desperately giving out some team orders. And Valinger is gonna be catching these guys who are battling like crazy.
Yeah, this may not end well for Valinger.
Yeah, right. I think the engineers are telling Benz Valinger that McCarthy has to deal with the same pain as him, so he just needs to keep his head down. And of course, McCarthy's team is telling him, push as hard as he can. But for sure, it's not letting him through. This is very weird. It's helping Benz Valinger get away, which is something critical for the Hungarians' race win chances.
Yeah, he lets him through this time.
It jumped up to 5.9.
Yeah, he's lost a second.
Yeah, but Benz Valinger will be catching some big traffic very shortly, and this could help McCarthy a lot. Once he laps Juan Nguyen, he'll have clean air. Valinger will have a lot of issues. McCarthy needs to get his foot down on the throttle and push as hard as humanly possible, because he knows he can still win this race.
He knows.
On the round to the corkscrew. Is Juan Nguyen letting him through?
Yep,
yes, he did. The Carlin driver acts nicely and lets him pass, obeys the blue flag. And now, Brother Barros doesn't have any blue flags to obey. He's under green flag conditions, racing Chris Chatfield for P11 in this race. Here goes Brother Barros into Andretti. Might have a good exit.
No, not this time.
No, and the fight is intensifying. Where's Valinger? Boyakas had a little look, but he couldn't quite get the Barros.
Couldn't.
6.9! Valinger's gained even more time. McCarthy lost out due to Nguyen Huanmin, I believe. But Benz Valinger will be losing a lot of time. Catches these guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be very intense.
And then that, indeed. Now Bruno de Barros Trying to pass
This
Chris Chatfield
time.
into the corkscrew.
No, you couldn't.
Chatfield has been very, very tough to overtake today. And I think
Yeah.
Ben Wallinger might be tasting that pain on his own skin very shortly because he has so much traffic. Tell me, has Wallinger ever won a GP2 race before? Because I don't exactly remember. This season, obviously, he didn't win. I think he might have won last season something. 5 laps to go.
Wallinger's now right behind.
Yes, now he's gonna start losing time. He needs to get past these guys as quickly as he can. The moment he passes Chatfield, he'll be safe. It's might be a long time before he can do that. Charles McCarthy will be coming after him. Here goes Ben Wallinger. And the first car lets him through. That adventure, I believe. I don't think these guys will let him through as easily. This will help McCarthy a lot. Here goes Suarez. Wallinger's stuck in this entire train. McCarthy's already gained a little. He's gained half a second just in the last sector. The fight is still on.
Yeah, indeed.
The battles.
Lock up from Chatfield.
Lock up for Chatfield. Chatfield has locked up so many times today. Him. Suarez pulls over. He lets Wallinger through. But here goes Adventure. He very sneaky. 100 sneak there. Great skill for Adventure. He takes advantage. Overtakes Danny Suarez. Vodocas trying to pass the bars. And into Andretti. Wallinger has 3 black cars left in front of him. Now he has 2 as he passes Vodocas. 4 laps to go.
It's gonna be intense.
4.4 between the 2 leaders. This is absolutely on fire, and it's like absolutely crazy.
Another lockup.
Big lockup once again. Chris Chatfield locking up every single step of the way. Wallinger has to pass these 2 guys, and then he'll be safe. But I don't think Chatfield has any intention of letting anyone past him. Suarez had a little look at Adventure, actually a big look, but he couldn't overtake. Now the Barros. Will he let Wallinger go? No.
Don't think so.
3 laps to go, and Ben Wallinger is set to take this win. 3.7 seconds to McCarthy. He just has to be careful because this traffic is holding him up so much.
Yeah, a lot. McCarthy's not catching up to the traffic.
Yeah. Is he gonna go for it into turn 5? Brother Barros, no. Is this Wallinger's chance to lap him? It is, he does it. Chatfield is the only car left. And Vodocas has got past the Barros. Lock up for Chatfield, and this is not helping Wallinger. Gap to McCarthy is going down and down and down.
I think Wallinger gone first. No, he hasn't yet.
There, you can see McCarthy. He's closer than ever to Raghavan Wallinger now. But Wallinger has gone past Chatfield, and now he might be safe. Only has to hold on for 2 more laps, and he'll win this race. You can see McCarthy's there. 2 laps to go. But Ben Wallinger has passed the lap traffic, and now it's McCarthy's problem to overtake them. Ben Wallinger has won this race.
Yeah.
Laps to go for him. And the guy will take his first win of the season.
3.1.
Yeah. And as it stands, we are gonna have 12 winners in 13 races. David Kupak is the only one who won 2 races. He would have won 3 races, but his engine decided otherwise. Chuck McCarthy can still change that. If he can catch and pass Ben Wallinger somehow, I think the gap might be too great.
Yeah.
Just 1 more lap to go. And Wallinger is gonna take a historic victory. He's gonna win at Laguna Seca. He didn't win anything last season, I don't believe.
Yep.
That's just
at the final lap.
yeah. Wallinger had a great chance to take the podium in Hungary, but he had a crash while fighting for it. Now he's finally gonna get that redemption after such a long while. That 47 out of 47. McCarthy's close, but not close enough. He's way too far back, 3.7 seconds. Tomaselli is in third in front of Campana.
Yeah.
This has been a good race. A
Yeah,
very,
indeed.
very good race. Definitely much better than Manicure, you'd have to say.
Yeah.
I can confirm Ben Wallinger has never actually won in GP2 before, but that's gonna change. Into the corkscrew for the last time today, Ben Wallinger. Salzburg is still fighting with Chatfield.
He's got the pin.
And the bar is absolutely amazing. We need to look at an overtake again. It wasn't 4 points, but an absolute mad lad move for Bruno de Barros. This has got to be one of the overtakes of the season. Let's take a look at it again. Chatfield locked up for the 1000th time today, but Bruno de Barros took full advantage and he sent it past both these guys. May have taken a Laura Chung, but he's redeemed himself. With this amazing overtake, Bruno de Barros is up into P11.
The old man's got
But the man of the
really good
moment,
there.
as Bruno would say, the man of the moment, it's Ben Wallinger out of into turn 11. One more corner. He got lucky with Kupok's retirement, but you need luck to win. You need luck in GP4 OC, and Ben Wallinger takes full advantage and wins US Grand Prix. Wallinger is taking his first ever victory. Great stuff. Chavo McCarthy fought for it, but it's P2 for him. Asano Tomaselli P3. Ang Min Nguyen P17. Yan Campana P4 on home turf. Not a podium, but still a decent result.
Federi in 5th, Pereski in 6th.
P6.
Yeah.
He's not going to be taking the championship lead, but he'll be very, very close. Thomas Bennett P7. Thomas Anderson, the other Thomas, will be P8. Max Tikov P9. If my calculations are right, yeah, those are the points finishers. And if my calculations are right, the Maxim Titkov will be leading the championship into Sao Paulo by 1 point. It'll be very, very crazy.
Yeah, indeed.
Maxim Titkov and his Parashki and Laura Chung are heading to Sao Paulo for a championship showdown. But right now, we don't care about that. We care about Ben Wallinger because he has won the US Grand Prix. A great dive. He controlled most of it. Got lucky with Kupok's retirement. But he still showed he deserved to win this race. He kept McCarthy honest. And yeah, Ben Wallinger has attacked well, has defended well, has lapped well. And he is the race winner for the first time in his career. We have 12 winners in 13 races. And what a race it's been. Much better than Manicure. And Ben Wallinger has won the US Grand Prix. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look at the results. What a great race. Wallinger first. Victory for him. First victory for the Hungarian. And Prema are on top in America. Chuck McCarthy second. Asano Tomaselli in third. Lynn Campana in fourth. And the Federi is P5 from Dennis Pajki, who moves with him 1 point of the championship leader. Thomas Bennett is followed by Thomas Anderson. Maxim Titkov stays in the championship lead, P9. The other Russian time of Van Zolga is P10, and you can do the rest, please.
Yeah. Plus we have Bruno de Barros after a brilliant move alongside with Chatfield and Vojokis. He's in 11th, while Chatfield in 12th, Vojokis 13th, Adventure 14th, Soares 15th, Fasher 16th, and Hogman in 17th. That's the finishers. And 18th, and the non-finishers is David Kupok. Unfortunately, he was leading the race after for a long time.
He would have.
Unfortunately,
He did such an amazing job, but his engine had other ideas. I gotta feel guided for him. He's still the only driver to take 2 wins this season. He could have taken 3, but he didn't. He still has another chance though in Brazil.
Yeah.
Chung is also out. Big setback for the championship fight, but it's not over. She can still win the title, and as she proved last season, she can pull a hell of a comeback. She finished second in Brazil last time out. If she wins, she might have a chance to. She might have a big chance to win the title, but we'll see. Laura Chung is all, but she's out of this race. Dread Fosbury is also out after a puncture. We also had Henry Watson and Max Killen retire after crashing. And you know what else is interesting? We had a big crash. No, not that.
Yep.
Kupok does pick up 2 points for the fastest lap, though, so I'll be taking that home. Now, what I wanted to say was only the top 10 finished on the same lap as the leader.
Yeah. Only the top 10.
Yep. And it's been one hell of a race, even without David Kupok because of his engine. We have a deserved winner. And Benz Valdinger, for the first time, you can say proudly that he's a GP2 race winner. This has been quite amazing. So, of course, it's time, guys, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, for the national anthem of Hungary. So here it goes. All right. Before we go, we need to decide on one thing, because this time we actually didn't talk about it. But guys, people in the chat too, let me know who your driver of the day was. Flo, who was it for you? Rahul, who was it for you? Yes, I would have to agree. What about same for you? Oh yes, you guys didn't hear what Flo said actually, but he said that his driver of the day was David Kupok, and I have to agree with him on that one. He was very unlucky not to win this race. He would have deserved it completely. But Benz Valdinger was the next best bet, and Valdinger deserved it very much. So, and he'll be very happy today because he is a race winner in GP2. Oh man, next week we'll get the team news for next season. Of course, Lord Chung, not Chris Sheffield, Lord Chung, and Sparachki and Maxim Tikov will be fighting for the championship. All three of them together in their final race in GP2. Only one of those three will be moving to F1 as a GP2 champion. The other two are not going to get another chance because Chung and Parachki are moving to Toro Rosso, and Titkov is moving to Manor. The three new F1 rookies for next season will be fighting together for the GP2 title. It's going to be epic. Make sure to stay tuned. And don't forget, tomorrow is the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix with Joseph Willows on pole position, I believe, where we could have a championship decider tomorrow in the top class. Will Neller could finally clinch the title he's always wanted. It might be his time tomorrow. We'll see in his penultimate race. And of course, the big GP2 finale next week. But yeah, until then, we've been Rahul Patel and Robert Ionescu. Not in that order, of course. I've been Rob, he's been Rahul. But yeah, thank you very much, guys. We appreciate it, and we had such an amazing time today. Thank you guys for being in the chat, and let me know what you thought of that DeBarros overtake again, because man, we absolutely loved today's race. Everything was amazing. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you next time. Take care of yourselves and each other, and in true American fashion, party on, dudes. See you later. Goodbye, guys. Thank you very much.
Goodbye.